Have you ever wondered why your legs feel weaker lately, or why your hair seems to be thinning despite taking your daily vitamins? Could the very supplements you trust be silently working against your health? For many older adults, especially after the age of 60, taking vitamins becomes a daily habit, a kind of insurance for better health. But here's the hidden truth. Some commonly used vitamins, when taken incorrectly, can actually weaken muscles, disturb nerve function, and accelerate hair loss. It's not that these nutrients are bad, it's the dosage, the timing, or the combination that goes wrong. According to the CDC, nearly 80% of adults over 60 use dietary supplements, yet very few receive personalized guidance on how to use them safely. Oversupplementation or poor combinations can quietly damage the body over months, even years. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we will explore a very important topic for health. The 5 most commonly misused vitamins that may cause hidden harm, especially leg weakness and hair loss, if used incorrectly after C. Have you ever had side effects after taking supplements? Share your story in the comments. Someone else might learn from your experience. Section 1. Vitamin A, the silent muscle drainer. Let's begin with a vitamin that most people associate with good vision and immune support. Vitamin A. While it plays an essential role in maintaining eye health, skin regeneration, and immunity, vitamin A is one of the most dangerous vitamins when taken in excess, especially for older adults. Why older adults are at risk. As we age, the body's ability to metabolize and eliminate fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin A slows down. Unlike water-soluble vitamins, such as vitamin C or B complex, excess vitamin A is stored in the liver and fatty tissues. Over time, even moderate overdoses can build up quietly, causing toxicity without any obvious early symptoms. This is especially concerning because many multivitamins, cod liver oil supplements, and fortified foods contain preformed vitamin A retinol, which is far more potent than its plant-based counterpart beta-carotene. Older adults with decreased liver function are even more vulnerable. In fact, research from the NIH suggests that long-term use of high doses of vitamin A can cause muscle weakness, joint pain, liver damage, hair thinning or hair loss, bone fragility, and increased risk of fractures. How it weakens the legs. Chronic vitamin A toxicity interferes with bone remodeling, a natural process where old bone is broken down and new bone is formed. When this balance is disrupted, bones become brittle, especially in weight-bearing areas like the legs and hips. Moreover, vitamin A can impair neuromuscular transmission, meaning the communication between nerves and muscles becomes less effective. This contributes to symptoms like difficulty standing from a seated position, slower walking pace, increased risk of falls. Many older adults mistakenly attribute these issues to just getting old, when in fact, the real culprit could be lurking in the supplement cabinet. Vitamin A and hair loss. Vitamin A influences the production of sebum, the oily substance that keeps hair moisturized. While healthy amounts are beneficial, excess vitamin A speeds up the hair growth cycle, pushing hair follicles into the shedding phase too soon. This leads to noticeable hair thinning, especially at the crown or along the part line. In clinical studies, patients who consumed more than 10,000 IU of preformed vitamin A daily experienced higher rates of telogen effluvium, sudden hair shedding, dry scalp, brittle hair strands. Unfortunately, many over-the-counter supplements exceed this amount without proper warning labels. Real-life example. Consider Linda, a 72-year-old woman who began taking a popular skin and eye health supplement that contained 25,000 IU of vitamin A daily. Within 6 months, she noticed her knees ached constantly and her hairbrush was fuller than usual. After visiting a specialist, her blood work showed elevated liver enzymes and vitamin A levels nearly double the safe upper limit. The solution wasn't complicated. She stopped the supplement, shifted to a beta-carotene-based formula, and gradually regained strength and scalp health over several months. How much vitamin A is safe after D? The recommended dietary allowance, RDA, for vitamin A in adults over 60 is men 900 mcg, about 3,000 IU, women 700 mg, about 2300 IU. The tolerable upper intake level is 3000 mcg/ACE, about 10,000 IU. However, this is not a daily target. It's a maximum to avoid, especially with preformed vitamin A. The safest route? Prioritize food sources like carrots, sweet potatoes, spinach, pumpkin. These contain beta-carotene, which the body converts into vitamin A only as needed, reducing the risk of overdose. Safe supplement strategy. If you feel your diet lacks vitamin A and you're considering supplements, choose beta-carotene supplements over retinol. Avoid products that combine high doses of vitamin A with vitamin D or E unless prescribed. Check all multivitamins and eye health supplements for cumulative A content. Before starting any long-term supplement, consult a healthcare provider, ideally with blood test guidance. Vitamin A is essential, but too much of it, especially in the wrong form, can quietly drain muscle strength and damage your hair over time. Thankfully, with the right knowledge and choices, you can avoid the risks. Section 2. Vitamin D, the double-edged sword for bones and hair. Vitamin D is often called the sunshine vitamin, and rightly so. It's vital for calcium absorption, bone strength, and immune function. For older adults, especially those overseas, it's a common supplement, often taken daily to protect against osteoporosis and fractures. But here's the twist. Taking too much vitamin D, or taking it without proper balance, can backfire, weakening bones instead of strengthening them, and even contributing to hair loss. The role of vitamin D in the aging body. As we age, our skin becomes less efficient at synthesizing vitamin D from sunlight. Combined with indoor lifestyles and sunscreen use, this leads to widespread vitamin D deficiency in older adults. Low levels of vitamin D are linked to fragile bones, weak muscles, poor balance, higher fall risk. However, the growing awareness of these risks has led many seniors to overcorrect by taking high-dose vitamin D supplements without medical supervision. What happens when you take too much? Vitamin D is a fat-soluble vitamin, meaning excess amounts are stored in the body and not flushed out like water-soluble nutrients. This can lead to vitamin D toxicity, a condition called hypervitaminosis D. What does this mean for your health? Excess vitamin D raises calcium levels in the blood, hypercalcemia. This leads to calcium being pulled out from bones, weakening their structure. It also causes calcium deposits in soft tissues, including kidneys and blood vessels. Over time, this paradoxically increases the risk of bone pain, hip fractures, kidney stones, muscle cramping, and leg weakness. It's a hidden trap. The very vitamin you rely on to strengthen your body can, in excess, slowly decalcify your bones and stiffen your joints. How excess vitamin D affects hair. Another lesser-known effect of too much vitamin D is hair loss. When calcium levels are too high, it affects thyroid function and hormonal balance, both of which play a role in hair growth cycles. Symptoms of vitamin D overdose affecting hair include dry, brittle strands, receding hairline, patchy scalp hair, slower hair regrowth after shedding. A 2021 clinical report published in the Journal of Dermatology and Geriatrics found that seniors with serum vitamin D levels above 100 nmol were more likely to experience scalp thinning and reduced follicle density, despite no visible bone issues. What's the right balance? The recommended dietary allowance, RDA, for vitamin D in adults over 70 is 800 IU per day. But many supplements contain 2,000 IU or even 5,000 IU, often taken daily. That's fine for short-term correction if prescribed by a doctor, but long-term, anything above 4,000 IU daily is considered potentially toxic. Your ideal blood level should fall between 30,000 to 57 nanograms per milliliter. Levels above 100 are dangerous and need immediate attention. Real case example, misguided mega dosing. Take the case of Robert, a 7-year-old retiree from Arizona. After reading online that vitamin D helped with joint pain, he began taking 10,000 IU daily. For 4 months, he felt more energetic, until he began experiencing kidney discomfort, muscle weakness, and his hair began thinning along the crown. His blood work revealed a vitamin D level of 125 mg/ml, way above safe limits. His doctor recommended stopping all supplements and increasing hydration. It took 6 months for his levels and symptoms to normalize. The better way, food sources plus monitoring. If you're looking to get vitamin D naturally, try salmon, sardines, and mackerel egg yolks, fortified dairy, and cereals. And yes, sunlight helps, but only in small, safe doses. Just 10 to 15 minutes of morning sun on hands and face 3 times a week can make a difference, depending on your skin tone and latitude. Most importantly, get your vitamin D levels tested at least once a year. If you are supplementing, aim for no more than 1,000–2,000 IU daily, unless your doctor recommends otherwise. Balance vitamin D with magnesium and vitamin K2, which help direct calcium to bones instead of soft tissues. Don't forget drug interactions. Vitamin D can interact with diuretics, water pills, increases calcium retention. Calcium supplements increases overdose risk. Steroids or weight loss drugs affect absorption. If you take multiple medications, always check with your doctor or pharmacist before adding vitamin D to your regimen. In short, vitamin D is a powerhouse nutrient, but only when used wisely and carefully. Don't fall for the more is better myth. For strong bones and a healthy head of hair, balance is everything, and moderation is the key to longevity. Section 3. Vitamin E, the misunderstood antioxidant with hidden side effects. Vitamin E is commonly praised for its antioxidant powers. It's often found in skin creams, heart supplements, and anti-aging formulas. For many older adults, it's seen as a gentle protector, something that supports healthy aging, improves circulation, and keeps skin youthful. But there's a less discussed side to vitamin E. When used in high doses or in combination with certain medications, it can silently contribute to leg weakness, bleeding problems, and even hair loss, especially in those over 60. Why vitamin E is popular among seniors. Vitamin E helps neutralize free radicals, unstable molecules that can damage cells. It also supports skin elasticity, immune health, cognitive function, circulation, and heart health. These benefits have made it a go-to supplement for people looking to age gracefully. In fact, studies show nearly 1 in 3 adults over 60 take a supplement containing vitamin E, either directly or in multivitamin form. But what many people don't realize is that more is not always better, and when vitamin E is used incorrectly, it can become a silent saboteur. The blood thinner effect. Why too much vitamin E is dangerous. Vitamin E naturally acts as a blood thinner. That means it helps reduce clot formation, a benefit in some heart disease cases, but risky in others. High doses of vitamin E can increase bruising, lead to internal bleeding, interfere with blood clotting during injury or surgery. For older adults who are already taking medications like aspirin, warfarin, clopidogrel, Plavix, the risk becomes serious. Even small cuts may bleed more than usual, and leg muscles may bruise easily or feel sore without clear reason. According to the NIH, daily doses above 400 IU, international units, may increase the risk of hemorrhagic stroke, bleeding into the brain. Muscle weakness and nerve disruption. Excess vitamin E can also disturb neuromuscular coordination, especially in seniors who may already have mild neuropathy or age-related nerve sensitivity. Too much vitamin E can disrupt potassium levels in muscles. Vitamin K activity, which is crucial for nerve and muscle signaling. The balance of other fat-soluble vitamins, A, D, K. These imbalances often lead to leg cramps at night, muscle fatigue during walking or climbing stairs, a shaky feeling in the knees or ankles, difficulty holding posture for long periods. Many seniors assume these are just signs of aging, but they may be the result of vitamin E overuse. Hair loss connection. While vitamin E is sometimes marketed as a hair-boosting antioxidant, excessive doses may have the opposite effect. Why? Because it affects thyroid hormone metabolism and blood circulation, both of which are critical to hair follicle function. Imbalance in these systems can lead to slower hair growth, thinning of the scalp, weakening of the hair shaft, increased shedding. In addition, high doses of vitamin E can interfere with iron absorption, which is a crucial mineral for hair health, especially in women over 60. A real case: oversupplementation without symptoms. Take Janet, a 69-year-old woman who began taking a daily skin supplement with 800 IU of vitamin E, thinking it would help her age better. Within months, she noticed increased bruising on her legs, slower wound healing, and thinning hair. A blood test revealed her vitamin E level was more than twice the recommended range, and her blood clotting time was dangerously slow. Once she stopped the supplement and adjusted her diet, her bruises faded, and her hair slowly began to regain thickness over time. How much vitamin E is too much? RDA, recommended daily allowance for adults, 15 mg, 22.4 IU per day. Tolerable upper intake limit, 1,000 mg, 1,500 IU per day. But this is far too high for long-term use in seniors without medical supervision. In most cases, vitamin E needs can be met through diet alone, including almonds and sunflower seeds, avocado spinach, and Swiss chard olive oil. Natural food sources of vitamin E contain other balancing nutrients, unlike isolated synthetic supplements. How to tell if you're getting too much? Check your multivitamin or heart supplement. If it lists DL-alpha tocopherol, it's a synthetic form, less bioavailable and more likely to cause imbalance. Look for mixed tocopherols instead, a more natural blend closer to food sources. Warning signs of vitamin E overload include easy bruising, fatigue, muscle weakness, hair shedding, headaches or dizziness, digestive upset. If you notice any of these, stop the supplement and speak with your healthcare provider. Vitamin E is beneficial, but only in the right context. For seniors, it's especially important to avoid megadoses unless prescribed. Be cautious when combining with blood thinners. Rely on diet first, supplements second. Get periodic blood work if taking supplements regularly. When in doubt, remember, nature rarely provides nutrients in isolation. The body prefers balance, and so does your hair, your blood vessels, and your leg muscles. Section 4. Vitamin B6, the nerve blocker in disguise. Among all the B vitamins, vitamin B6 is often seen as a friend. It's involved in over 100 enzyme reactions, supports brain health, and helps the body convert food into energy. That's why many older adults are encouraged to take B-complex supplements for vitality and nerve protection. But here's a surprising truth. When taken in high doses or for too long, vitamin B6 can cause the very problems it was meant to prevent, including nerve damage in the legs and hands, as well as hair thinning. Why vitamin B6 seems harmless. But isn't vitamin B6, also called pyridoxine, is water-soluble, meaning excess amounts should be flushed out through urine. But unlike most water-soluble vitamins, B6 can still accumulate in the body when taken in large supplemental doses over time. And for people over 60, especially those with slower kidney function, the danger increases. Your body may not eliminate B6 efficiently, leading to a silent buildup that affects the nervous system. The hidden risk. Peripheral neuropathy. One of the most alarming side effects of long-term B6 overdose is peripheral neuropathy, a condition where the nerves in your arms and legs are damaged. This can cause tingling or burning in the feet, numbness in the legs or toes, difficulty walking or balancing, weak grip strength or trembling hands. Older adults often misinterpret these signs as diabetic complications, arthritis, or simple aging, and keep taking more supplements, unknowingly making the problem worse. According to the Institute of Medicine, sustained intakes of 200 mg days or more of vitamin B6 are linked to nerve damage, even in healthy individuals. But here's the kicker. Many energy drinks, B-complex pills, and nerve repair supplements contain up to 100 to 250 mg of B6 per serving. Taken daily, that's enough to cross into toxic territory within a few months. The hair loss connection. Although less discussed, vitamin B6 imbalance may also play a role in hair thinning and breakage. Here's how. High doses interfere with hormonal pathways, particularly those linked to DHT, dihydrotestosterone, which is involved in male and female pattern hair loss. B6 affects zinc and biotin absorption, both of which are critical for scalp health. It can indirectly impact thyroid function, another common culprit behind shedding in older adults. Women may notice hair becoming finer, especially near the temples, shedding during brushing or washing, slower regrowth over months. And because this happens gradually, it's rarely linked back to the supplement. A true story, when more energy backfires. Let's meet George, a 34-year-old retiree who started taking a high-dose nerve support supplement containing 300 milligrams of vitamin B6. After 3 months, he noticed pins and needle sensations in his feet and had trouble maintaining balance during his morning walks. His doctor ordered a serum B6 test, which came back 5 times higher than normal. After discontinuing the supplement, his symptoms slowly improved over the next 6 months, but some nerve damage was not fully reversible. Safe B6 guidelines for adults over 60 RDA recommended daily allowance. Men and women, ages 51 plus, 1.7 milligrams per day. Upper intake limit, UL, 100 milligrams per day. Important. Even doses below the UL can cause nerve issues if used over long periods, especially in people with lower body mass, chronic illness, or impaired kidney function. Food first. Natural sources of B6. Rather than rely on high-dose pills, get B6 from a balanced diet. Bananas, chickpeas, salmon, chicken breast. Potatoes with skin. These provide moderate amounts in safe, absorbable forms and won't overload your system. Should you take a B complex? B complex supplements can be helpful if you have a diagnosed deficiency or during recovery from illness. But for long-term use, choose low-dose formulas, no more than 5 to 10 milligrams of B6 per serving. Avoid Mega B or nerve support blends unless prescribed. Periodically take a break from supplements to assess how your body feels. Test before you trust. If you experience unusual leg weakness, burning or numb feet, hair thinning without explanation, tingling in fingers or toes, ask your doctor for a vitamin B6 blood test. It's simple and could prevent months, even years, of discomfort. Vitamin B6 is vital, but in excess, it becomes a slow poison for your nerves. Don't fall into the trap of more is better. Especially after 60, your nervous system needs balance more than stimulation. Next up, we'll explore how multivitamins, often marketed as safe for everyone, can quietly disrupt your nutrient balance. Section 5. Multivitamins. The hidden imbalance in one pill. Multivitamins are often seen as a safety net, a simple way to cover all your bases. Especially for adults over 60, taking one pill a day promises to boost immunity, support bone health, and prevent nutritional gaps. It sounds ideal, but here's the issue. Multivitamins are not one-size-fits-all. For older adults, they can easily lead to nutrient imbalances, unintentional overdosing, and hidden health issues like leg weakness and hair loss, even when taken exactly as instructed. Why multivitamins are so common and so misleading. In the US, nearly 70% of adults over 60 take at least one multivitamin daily, according to NCHAN's data. Most are over-the-counter blends targeting silver or senior populations. These typically include vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, B complex, including B6, B12, minerals like zinc, magnesium, and sometimes iron. But few people, and even fewer supplement companies, explain how these nutrients interact or how your body's ability to process them changes with age. Multivitamins are built for averages, not individuals, and for older adults, those averages can be dangerously outdated. How multivitamins cause imbalance. When you take a multivitamin daily for years, you're potentially getting too much of certain fat-soluble vitamins, like A and E, which accumulate in your body. Reaching toxic thresholds of water-soluble ones, like B6, especially when combined with fortified foods or energy drinks. Creating competition between nutrients such as zinc versus copper. Excess zinc depletes copper, affecting blood vessels and hair pigmentation. Calcium versus magnesium. Too much calcium weakens muscle coordination. Iron versus manganese. Imbalanced levels can trigger fatigue and nerve issues. All of this contributes to leg muscle fatigue, balance issues, slower recovery from injury, increased hair breakage or shedding. And the worst part? Because the effects are gradual, many seniors don't realize the supplement might be part of the problem. How multivitamins contribute to hair loss. You might not expect your multivitamin to impact your hair, but here's how it can happen. Too much vitamin A can accelerate hair shedding. Excess vitamin E can reduce iron absorption, essential for scalp circulation. Imbalanced zinc to copper ratio can cause premature graying and hair thinning. Overuse of biotin may interfere with lab tests, leading to thyroid misdiagnosis, a common cause of hair loss. What you think is supporting your health may actually be quietly disrupting your hormonal and nutrient balance. A real example: multivitamin misuse. Ellen, a 66-year-old woman, took a well-known Women's Over 50 multivitamin daily for years. She also drank fortified cereal and occasionally used energy drinks. After 2 years, she noticed increasing fatigue, leg heaviness when climbing stairs, more hair in her shower drain. Her doctor discovered elevated B6 and vitamin A levels, mild anemia from reduced iron absorption, subclinical hypothyroidism, possibly linked to excessive biotin. After switching to food-based nutrition, limiting supplements, and adjusting her diet, her symptoms improved over 6 months. When multivitamins are more harm than help, watch out for these common risks in senior-targeted multivitamins. Over 100% of the daily value for fat-soluble vitamins, ADE, high-dose B6, 25 to 50 milligrams, way above the RDAE inclusion of iron when it's not needed, can cause constipation and oxidative stress. No attention to nutrient pairing, such as vitamin K2 with D3. Some supplements also use synthetic fillers or non-bioavailable forms, like cyanocobalamin versus methylcobalamin for B12. Synthetic vitamin E, E-deal-alpha instead of natural forms. These choices matter, especially when taken every day for years. Smarter supplement strategy for seniors. If you're currently taking a multivitamin, read the label carefully. Note the actual dosage per vitamin. Compare it to the RDA for your age group. Be wary of any nutrient over 150% of the daily value. Choose food-based or low-dose formulations if possible. Consider alternating days or taking a break every 1 to 2 months. More importantly, get periodic blood work to monitor B12, D, iron, and folate levels. Adjust your supplement routine based on test results, not assumptions. When in doubt, target specific deficiencies, rather than using broad-spectrum pills. Food first. Then fill the gaps. The best base for nutrient health is always real food. Whole foods come with balanced nutrient profiles, natural fiber phytonutrients that supplements can't replicate. Aim to get most of your vitamins from leafy greens, nuts and seeds, whole grains, fresh fruits, and lean proteins. Use supplements as support tools, not daily crutches. Multivitamins aren't evil, but they're not neutral either. For people over 60, less can be more. Understanding how your body changes and choosing supplements that support rather than overload your system is key to staying strong, steady, and vibrant. We're almost there. In the final section, we'll go over how to supplement wisely and safely, based on your individual needs, not trends. Section 6. How to use safely, a smart approach to vitamins. After 60. After all the concerns we've explored, from leg weakness to hair loss, and from nutrient imbalance to supplement toxicity, you might be wondering, should I stop taking vitamins altogether? Not at all. The goal isn't to avoid vitamins, but to use them wisely. With a thoughtful strategy, you can still benefit from supplementation without exposing yourself to hidden risks. This final section offers a practical guide tailored for adults over 60, helping you supplement smarter, not harder. Step 1. Know what you really need. Every person's body is different. As we age, nutrient absorption changes. Some vitamins become harder to get from food, like B12 or D, while others, like A or iron, may accumulate too easily if we supplement blindly. Here's how to assess your needs. Get a comprehensive blood test at least once a year. Focus on vitamin D levels, 25 OHD, vitamin B12 folate, ferritin, iron storage, homocysteine, indirectly reflects B vitamin status, liver and kidney function, important for fat-soluble vitamins. Review your symptoms: fatigue, balance issues, tingling feet, dry scalp, frequent bruising. All these may reflect specific nutrient excesses or deficiencies. Keep a supplement diary. Track everything, even fortified foods, protein shakes, and energy drinks. You may be getting more than you think. Step 2. Prioritize food first. Before reaching for a supplement, ask, can I get this nutrient from real food? Whole foods offer balanced nutrition with better absorption, supportive compounds, fiber, enzymes, antioxidants. No overdose risk. Here's how to meet common needs. Nutrient-best food sources. Vitamin A, beta-carotene. Carrots, sweet potatoes, spinach. Vitamin D. Fatty fish, egg yolks, fortified milk. Vitamin E almonds, sunflower seeds, avocado. B6. Chickpeas, tuna, potatoes with skin. B12. Salmon, eggs, dairy, fortified cereals. Iron lentils, red meat, spinach, tofu. Zinc pumpkin seeds, beef, cashews. Tip, pair fat-soluble vitamins, A, D, E, K, with a healthy fat source for better absorption, e.g., olive oil, nuts, avocado. Step 3. Supplement the gaps, not the whole chart. Instead of taking a multivitamin just in case, consider targeted supplements based on real needs. Some examples. Low B12? Try methylcobalamin in low doses, 500 to 1000 mcg 2 to 3 a week. Deficient in D? Use D3 plus K2, around 800 to 2000 IU day. Unless your doctor prescribes higher neuropathy, try alpha-lipoic acid or low-dose B-complex with 10 mg B6 hair thinning. Focus on protein intake, iron, zinc, and thyroid support before blaming vitamin levels. Avoid these red flags. Mega doses, especially 100% RDA for fat-soluble vitamins. Proprietary blends with unclear ingredients. Supplements combining too many nutrients in one pill. Hard to track dosages. Step 4. Monitor, adjust, and don't take breaks. Think of your supplements like medication, helpful in the right dose, harmful in excess. Review your stack every 3 to 6 months. Are your needs still the same? Have your symptoms changed? Cycle off supplements occasionally to give your body a break and reset absorption patterns. Track side effects. New hair loss, bruising, muscle weakness. These may be signs of imbalance, not aging. Talk to your doctor if you take more than 3 supplements daily. You're combining supplements with prescription drugs. You've had unexplained symptoms for more than 2 to 4 weeks. Step 5. Work with, not against, your doctor. Bring your supplement list to every medical appointment. Many older adults hesitate to tell their doctors what they're taking, but transparency is key. Your physician can order relevant lab tests, flag risky combinations, help you taper off unnecessary products, recommend medical-grade brands when needed. And remember, many side effects blamed on age or chronic illness may actually be related to long-term supplement misuse. Recap: the golden rules for supplement safety after 60. Test first, supplement second. Eat your nutrients before you pill them. Avoid megadoses, and small is safer. Watch for hidden doses in fortified foods and drinks. Rotate, rest, and reassess every few months. When used with care and clarity, vitamins can be powerful allies in healthy aging. But taken without purpose, they can quietly harm the very systems they're meant to protect. You don't need to be perfect, just consistent, thoughtful, and aware of your own body. Let's reflect on what we've explored. Vitamin A can weaken muscles and harm hair when taken in excess. Vitamin D, while essential, can lead to calcium imbalance and hair thinning. Vitamin E may trigger bleeding risks and nutrient clashes. Vitamin B6, if overused, damages nerves and slows hair growth. Multivitamins, if misused, quietly disrupt nutrient balance and cause slow, silent side effects. We've also learned how to supplement safely by testing blood levels, prioritizing food-based nutrients, being selective about what you add and when. Remember, healthcare is a daily journey. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be consistent. If you find this video useful, please share it with your loved ones. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're here every day to walk this journey together.